All right, I've got my Wacker ST31. We're going to feed some hay. I keep this in an unheated building. It was plugged in all day, so the engine temp was nice and warm. I idled it for about 10 minutes, warming up, and then came on out to use it to go feed some hay. And we got about that far from the building over to here, and it stalled. So I'm thinking my pre-filter's gelled up. Fortunately on this one, we can flip the cab. That pre-filter's right by the electric fuel pump coming out of the fuel tank. So we can flip the cab on this machine with the arms down. So I pulled the nuts off. They're on either side. Right up there, you can kind of see where that stud is. 15/16 on a socket with an extension. And now we can flip the cab. This flips forward. Now that our cab is flipped up, we'll crawl into the engine compartment. That's about the easiest way to get in here. Up in. Quite a bit of room in here. We're going to loosen our clamp there. And I can get it off by hand. You can see through the filter, that's pretty cloudy. There. That's our gelling happening. Gelled up once earlier this winter, so right now it got up to about 4 below or 4 above right now. But I was stiff in the cold. But this fuel's still cold from last night, where we were about 20 below. So we got 20 below fuel. You can see there's a paper element there, or a screen, and that's covered in gelled fuel. So we'll get this pulled off of here. Takes a 7/8 wrench on that side, and it threads right off of this fuel pump. And we'll be able to clean it and put it back on. I don't have another one here, so hopefully that will work. This is what it looks like out. You see there, the screen's clean. As we rotate it around, see all that chunks of gel there. So we're going to just try and kind of dump it out. We can get, this side's all pretty cloudy yet. Basically just a screen. Last time I was able to get by just changing this one. I actually had it gel up almost immediately after. Okay, so the other night it got really cold, so I quit filming. I cleaned this filter about 3 times. I changed the main one back in the engine compartment. I'll show you that in a little bit. And it just kept gelling up. Here, I'm going to zoom in. You can see that layer over the screen. That's a film of gel that is coating that filter element. So I'm going to try and clean that off just by rinsing it. If I can get that clean to the screen again, we should hopefully be good to go. It is about 22 degrees now versus 5 below the other night when I was working on it. Here's the filter out. You can see some of that's coming off. The wax is just kind of puddling in there. However, the warmer fuel is kind of dissolving this wax, and I should be able to just kind of shake it up a little bit and dump it out, and hopefully it won't give me any more grief. There you can kind of see, you can actually see the screen now, whereas it was coated with pretty good film of wax. And hopefully you get some nice warm fuel coming through there. That'll just continue to dissolve as the fuel passes through. Other than it looks like a chunk of ice right there, which I'm not sure how that got in there. A little bit of moisture in my fuel or something. All right, here in the back in the engine compartment, on the left-hand side, we have our fuel filter. You can see the new one that I installed there. Right on top, this little black button, this is our primer. I'm going to pump on that so we can fill up the system with fuel. And that way the fuel pump doesn't have to run as long before we get it started. All right, let our glow plugs run here. While that's happening, the fuel pump's running too. So hopefully we don't have to crank too long. There it goes out. And cranking. I don't like to crank too long. Kind of hard on the starter. I'm going to cycle this again, let that electric fuel pump run. We'll go through another boot up cycle here. Sometimes when we got low amperage, we will throw codes while cranking. That one's an engine code, so yeah, I think that has to do with voltage. Cranked on this enough, I might have to put the jump pack on the starter to spin over fast enough to get this thing to fire. Oh, there we fired. Let's try this again. Come on. Almost firing. Starter's kicking out. I'm thinking I need to put my jump pack on there. Give one more try and see if it goes. Yeah, we got low voltage codes flying everywhere here. Throw the jump pack on there, see if we get it started. All right, here's a little plug for NOCO jump packs. This little guy here is a 3000 amp booster pack, and this will start dead engines. You can have a totally dead battery. Granted, it was summertime, but we had a John Deere 4950, I think it was, or 60, that didn't have a battery in it, and this jump pack started that no problem. Just clamp on right there, hit our power boost, and away we go. These things are amazing. All right, here we go again. Let's give her another whirl. Still freaking out from our low voltage earlier. Hopefully we roll right over. Fire up this time. Almost starting. There we go. We got life. And there we're running. Okay, hopefully we're good to go. Looks like we got warmer weather coming up ahead of us here, and that should be pretty nice. If you are interested in any of the NOCO products, I will drop a link to where you can purchase one. They're pretty amazing. They've got a variety of different sizes depending on what size engine you're looking to start. But thank you for watching.